Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hey, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch Avatar The Last Airbender Season 3, Episode 1. Stop. Calm. Breathe. I'm really excited, as you can see, because it's Avatar, because I'm gonna discover new episodes, because I want to know what is gonna happen, because, you know, I'm missing the show each time that I'm not watching it. During the gap, you know, between my sessions of binge watching, I'm missing it, I'm thinking of it, not only because I'm editing and posting the videos, but really because I'm still thinking of it. And I'm also already melancholic. Which is weird, which is bad in a way, because I'm already feeling, you know, sad emotions, like I already have the impression that I'm gonna say goodbye to these characters and all, when in fact I have an entire season of 20 or 21 episodes to discover. So I have plenty of time, you know, to spend with these characters. I have plenty of stuff to discover, to understand. I have plenty of things to do with this show. I don't know how many time, you know, it's gonna take for me to film these videos, to edit them, to publish them. So I'm gonna talk about it with you on the comments and all. We have still plenty of time to spend together with Avatar. I have still plenty of time to spend with this show, and still I'm beginning to feel, you know, this melancholic thing. See, it's right there. Just right there, I'm beginning to feel this melancholic thing. I don't know why. Yes, I know why. Because I know that this is the last season. I know that after that, yes, there is a spin-off about Korra that I can watch. Spoiler alert or not, if you are reading the comment section, I'm gonna react to it. Count on me for that. Because I'm already feeling melancholic to leave this universe, and even if I know that this spin-off is not about this group, these guys, I want to stay into this universe with these writers, with this atmosphere, you know, I want to stay with it, so count on me for the spin-off about Korra when I'm gonna end Avatar. But see, still, even if I know that I'm gonna binge watch Korra after that, I know that this is the last season. I know that soon I'm gonna say goodbye to these characters that I just discovered, you know, when normally when I'm this attached to characters, it's at the beginning of the season 1 and I'm waiting an entire year to have the season 2, you know, I'm really waiting for it each time, or maybe I'm binge watching the first seasons and then I'm waiting for the new seasons to come. You know, it's really rare for me to begin a show knowing that this show is finished since a long time, to have also just a few seasons to watch. So I'm spending a lot of times with these characters and all, but not so many. In fact, do you understand what I mean? It's a different version of binge watching that I didn't have since a long time, and that's why maybe I'm already feeling this melancholy, because I know that soon it's gonna be the end. So see, I'm excited, I'm already feeling melancholic, and also I'm stressed for this episode in particular, because the end of the season 2, let's talk about it seriously. I'm not a fan of it. I mean, I'm a fan of it because the episodes were great, everything that happened was so, you know, so well done and all. I was fully into it, I cried, I lost, I was stressed, I was excited, there was a lot of different emotions, so the episodes were great, but what happened into them, really for the story, for the characters, I'm not a fan of it. Not really. We have Aang who was hurt and who decided, no, first he decided to give up on Katara, so I think that we're gonna have the consequences of that during the beginning of this season. Like, is he gonna tell her that he's giving up on her, you know, emotionally and all? Is it gonna have more consequences? We're gonna maybe come back to the guru to learn more about the Avatar state and all? Do we need to do that or not? And after that, he almost died when he was into the Avatar state, which is bringing me a question. Azula, did she know what she was doing just right there or not? I mean, does she know that if she can kill Aang, it's when he is into the Avatar state? In that case, she's really clever. But if she didn't know and she tried to kill him when he was into the Avatar state, she didn't think about the fact that maybe he would come back in another body. We know that it can't be, but if she doesn't know that, it was stupid that she tried to do that. Do you understand what I mean? So another question that I have about what Azula knows or not about Aang and the Avatar state. Katara saved Aang, which means that she's never gonna be able to erase that scar on Zuko, which is great. Because of that, I'm never gonna have to ask myself the question, do I want him without the scar or not? Because I'm not sure of the answer at all. This scar, you know, is such an important part of his face for sure, but also of his story, of what made him himself, you know. So to erase that, it can't change who he is. I want him to not have that mark on his face, which is representing, you know, his father doing that to him, hurting him, banishing him. I would want him to not have that mark on him, you know, so visible and all. But on the other hand, without this scar, you know, it's not the same Zuko. It's also the mark of where he's coming from and how it changed after that. So I don't know about that. And I don't know about Zuko, no matter what. Zuko... Okay, what do you want me to say about it? I wrote it, you know, in the description of the last episode of the season 2. You just have to count how many times I'm saying desperately Zuko during the last episode to know how much I was disappointed by his decisions. Even if I can understand that, again, Azula manipulated him, made him think that he could come back with her, that Ozai would love him because of that, that he regained his honor by doing that. No, for sure, but I can understand that she manipulated him by making him think that, but it's really hard for me to explain and excuse him for... I'm sorry, see, it's still painful for me to say it, for the fact that he betrayed Iroh. Because for me that was a betrayal. To not do anything when Azula is capturing, you know, is blocking like that Iroh, to not react, to not say anything, to accept it. For me, that's a betrayal. And after everything that Iroh did for you, Zuko, after all of what he taught you, I'm not just saying about the bendings, but also about life, about finding yourself, he was only loyal and supportive. During the episode before that, Zuko was doing that for Iroh. He was supporting his uncle, you know, with this tea shop and all, and I loved that. So to see him switching like that and doing that, or maybe more, not doing anything for Iroh, I really felt it like a betrayal and I was really disappointed. But still, I have hope for Zuko to change, to switch again. Maybe we need that, in fact, maybe we need him to confront himself, you know, to his old dreams, the old version of himself, so he can see himself that he changed that much. And also maybe it can be useful, you know, to have him into the Fire Nation, maybe to be a good ally after that for Aang and our group, maybe. I still have hope for that. I don't have hope anymore for him being Aang's fire teacher, but I still have hope for Zuko. His evolution, you know, how the writers made his evolution during all of these seasons. I mean, it's only 2 seasons and the guy already switched and changed and so much that it can't hang like that. It can't. I can't believe so. So I'm worried and stressed for Aang, for Zuko, for Iroh, of course. I mean, Azula, we saw her trying to kill Iroh. So I'm not really a fan of the idea that right now Iroh is one of her prisoners. I'm still thinking about the Kyoshi warriors also, who are her prisoners since a long time, so I'm also stressed for them. A lot of stress. Ba Sing Se being taken, the Earth King being so useless. I have trouble to think about which forces can we have to fight against the Fire Nation now. Even more now that they know that we want to attack during the eclipse and all, can we do that? I'm a little desperate. See, a lot of emotions. I'm excited, melancholic, stressed, desperate. It's me. I have a lot of emotions. I'm saying it to you since day one. That I'm an emotional person, I don't have little emotions, and I'm also a mess with a lot of different emotions. That's who I am. Okay, I'm sorry for the noise. I hope that it's not too disturbing for you, but for those of you who are following me since a long time, you know what is happening. You know that it's summer, spring, you know, beginning of the summer already. So my neighbor is almost every day on his garden, and almost every day il tond la pelouse, sa putain de pelouse, tous les putains de jours. I had to use French to explain you how much it's irritating to have him making noise every fucking day. We're not in confinement anymore, so I don't have to deal with that all of the day. But really, for those of you who are there since a long time, know that during the confinement it was harder for me to deal with it, you know, to just deal with him making that noise every fucking day. So I'm sorry for you if it's disturbing for the noise. Let's go for this first episode. The main emotion right now, it's the stress. Let's go. The entire episode is gonna be about Zuko. I'm not gonna be able to handle it. Eh? What? How many? Eh? Oh no! It's a dream.
Wait! Stop! Wait!
I'm lost.
Twinkle Toes, that's gotta be you. You're finally awake.
Oh.
Hey! Good to see you back with the living, buddy.
Sokka? Aren't you cold?
Ah! We know that she has a crush on
3
him.
years since I was home. I wonder how I've changed.
I just
lot.
asked if you were cold. I didn't ask for your whole life story. Stop worrying.
But already? Yes, they were gonna maybe build a love relationship between these two, but I said it. Build it.
I'm Nakoda, Katara and Sokka's father.
He knows who you are. I just called you Dad, didn't I?
You're mad at your father? What happened?
Would you mind giving us a little privacy?
Of course.
But what happened?
Tell me where your pain feels most intense.
No need to see it again. It was already painful the first time.
I went down. I didn't just get hurt, did I? It was worse than that. I was
She
gone.
saved you.
You saved me.
She
You
did.
rest.
And the Empire fell, and the Earth Kingdom fell.
No, yes.
They went to Ba Sing Se's Great Wall and brought them down,
They did not?
and swarmed over Ba Sing Se, securing our victory.
I'm back to being desperate. I almost like that?
The Earth King decided he wanted to travel the world in disguise, so he set off alone. Well, not completely alone.
So useless!
So what now?
We've been working on a modified version of the invasion plan. Just a ragtag team of our friends and allies from around the Earth King. We already ran into Pipsqueak and the Duke.
Good to see
Oh.
you again.
The whole world thinks you're dead. It means the Fire Nation won't be hunting us anymore. And even better, they won't be expecting you on the day of Black Sun.
I'll handle this.
Nope.
The Avatar is back.
You're hurt, and also that's a good idea, you know, to hide yourself.
I'm sure Admiral Chan meant no disrespect, sir.
I mean, how hard is it to write a quick note and send a hawk our way?
Be careful.
Admiral Chan's been on leave for 2 months at him arriving.
I knew it. Good stuff, really good. You can escape, but they're still gonna be after you. Don't do that.
You seem so downcast. I haven't seen Dad yet. I haven't seen him in 3 years. Since I was banished.
I'm sorry, I thought, you know, his mother.
It has special properties, so I've been saving it for something important.
No. There's no way you could survive.
You're not telling her. Katara, you became so good.
Things couldn't get much worse.
It is.
The universe just loves proving me wrong, doesn't it?
You make it too easy.
Can't you attack the ones who are against us? Like that?
Thank you, the universe.
The problem is, I did fail.
No.
And that's not true. I was in Ba Sing Se. I was there. But I lost. And now the Earth Kingdom is falling.
One combat, and you are not fully the Avatar.
I don't want you or anyone else risking your lives to fix my mistakes.
Ah! Ang!
I need to redeem myself.
Not
I need
like
my
that.
armor back.
I have the impression, yes, that Zuko is telling that. You're gonna face your dad now? What? We're gonna see his face now?
Alright,
Remember the first time that you did that? Escaping and all without anyone knowing? Remember the regrets that you had?
You have been away for a long time.
I'm prepared. I can handle it.
You have redeemed yourself, my son.
No!
Welcome home.
I don't care about your face, in fact. No! For everything that's happening right now, no!
he left.
What?
Aang. He has this ridiculous notion that he has to save the world alone. To be helping him, and I know the world needs him, but doesn't he know how much that we need him too? How can he just leave us behind?
You're talking about me too, aren't you?
I think so.
How could you leave us, Dad? I mean, I know we had great. We're just so lost without you.
I didn't know that you were blaming him for that.
I'm so sad and angry and hurt.
I
Katara.
more than anything. I am proud of you, Prince Zuko.
Oh, damn!
Proud because you and your sister conquered Ba Sing Se. Your loyalty was tested by your treacherous uncle
Oh, don't mention Iroh.
and captured the traitor. You slayed the Avatar. What did you hear?
He didn't.
Azula told me everything. Parag.
She didn't take the credit of that. I'm almost like Sokka. Can it be worse than right now? Remember the last time that you did that and you fall into the water?
I figured if I gave you the credit, you'd have nothing to worry about.
But why?
Call it a generous gesture.
You're not doing things without having a plan and all.
What could I possibly gain by letting you get all the glory for defeating the Avatar? Unless somehow the Avatar was actually alive. Sleep well, Zuzu.
When they're gonna know that Aang is still alive, they're gonna think that you betrayed them. Oh, she's clever! I hate her, but I can admire her.
I failed.
Be nice,
They won't think
Roku.
I'm dead again. They think I've abandoned them.
I didn't think about that, the fact that they think that you're dead again.
It is me. I
You?
should see this war come in.
glad you're there. I don't know.
I won't give up.
Wow, why? Why this emotion? Like, I was not fully a fan of her character. Why is it making me feel like that? Oh, guys.
What about the invasion?
We'll join up with my dad and the invasion force on the day of the eclipse.
If someone saw it would give away my identity. It's better for now that no one knows I'm alive.
You're not gonna break it or something like that. I know that it's already broken and all, but don't no? What now? I was almost gonna say you're gonna let it right there, and when the time is gonna be good, you're gonna come back and repair it. No, the thing just burnt. Yeah, good. Position of security. I'm really taking it like that. If I'm taking my pillow like that, it means that I need it. I need a virtual one. Ooh. I'm coming back. The pillow and the tissue. I can't even explain. Whoa, I need to find my words. I'm saying that and I'm gonna spend some minutes without saying anything because I need to focus my thoughts, my attention on what happened. I have the impression that they put everything into this first episode. Like, really? They put everything. We had Yue during this episode. Like, come on. We had Jet's friends. Oh, just their presence, it's a confirmation that Jet really died. And yes, I still had hope into my heart. Little 1% of hope that maybe he was still alive. My rule of body cord, eyes closed. I know in Avatar we're never gonna have that. I mean that rule really happening. But 1%, so just their presence for me, I didn't say it during the episode, but I thought about it. That was a confirmation that Jet is really dead. So we had Jet's friends confirming that Jet is dead. We had Yue. Yes, we had all of the rest, but I'm saying it to tell you that really they put everything during this episode. They didn't just make an emotional story for Aang, an emotional story for Zuko, an emotional story for Katara. No, they put everything, even more than that. Me not finding words. The pillow, the tissue, me not finding words, that something is wrong. Let's begin with Zuko. I can only think about him right now, so let's begin with him. So we had a time jump. A few weeks passed, which can explain the fact that he's already like that with Mei. I knew that they were gonna build a love relationship with Mei and Zuko, but I thought that it would take time, like we would see that happening. And I mean, remember the date, that Zuko had with this girl? I wanted him to be into the same kind of mood, during a flirting moment with Mei. To have this relationship already happening, already there, without me seeing it happening, that I'm not a fan of Mei because I'm a little annoyed by how annoyed she is about everything, about life and all, you know, all of these sentences like life is boring, everything is boring and all. I'm annoyed by that. But I was preparing myself, you know, for a love relationship between Zuko and Mei. But I thought that because we were gonna see it happening, you know, little by little, flirting maybe or something like that, I would have go for it with it and it would have been okay. But if you are presenting me their love relationship like it's already happening and all, you're not helping me to like it, to like Mei more, and also to like their relationship. I saw it coming, but because of the flashback, but not because of how they were with each other. So it's a little difficult for me, you know, to appreciate that moment. I know that the two main things, you know, for Zuko, which are defining his character, which are important for his character, for his art, you know, it's to come back home and to restore his honor. He just came back home and he thinks that he repaired his honor by taking Ba Sing Se, killing Aang. No, that's not a good way to restore your honor, to redeem yourself. This episode was really about redemption, a lot. But he thinks so. This moment with the ducks, I thought immediately, you know, his mother, and it broke my heart really quick. But then Azula came, so I was focused again on the story. We saw his father's face. His father said that he was not banished anymore, you know, that he was a prince again, that Zuko restored his honor and all, because of the fact that he killed Aang, which is wrong because he didn't do it, and in fact Aang is not dead. And that was the plan that Azula made, because she understood with maybe Zuko how he reacted and all when they talked about it, that maybe Aang was not dead, so she preferred to let Zuko take this credit. So if in fact Aang is not dead, she's not gonna be the one who is gonna take the blame for it. And that's really wrong, because Ozai is never gonna accept that, you know, forgive that. He's not just gonna banish against Zuko. Maybe he's gonna kill him for good, or maybe he's gonna do something else to Zuko, but just right there they announced to everyone on the Fire Nation and all that that's it, they killed the Avatar. When they're gonna know that this is wrong, Ozai is gonna be like, you made me appear like a fool, like someone stupid. He's never gonna accept that, you know. That was so clever for Azula to do that, to think of that. She's clever and brilliant. I admire a lot of things, you know, into her character, but I hate her. Everything that she's doing is so bad, and right there, you know, it's brilliant and all, but she's manipulating people at her advantage for her. I know that a lot of you love this character. I know that a lot of you are explaining to me each time on the comments that she's doing all of that because she has no choice, you know, since she was young. She had to prove herself, to be strong, to be that cold and all, because she had Ozai as a father, because he was demanding that from her, that she's treating Zuko like that, because in fact she's just replicating how Ozai was treating his son and all. I know all of that, but I think that you know also my rule with that. It can be reasons, but it can't be excuses, you know, for how you are acting and all. You can have reasons to act like that, you can have reasons to do things bad, but it can't be excuses. You can choose to do things differently, you can choose to go in a different direction, you can choose things. When they mentioned Iroh as a traitor, where is he right now? He is in jail? how are they treating him and the Kyoshi warriors? I'm scared of that. So we're all in the Fire Nation now. And all of this episode, you know, I thought a little about it when he escaped and all. I thought about the last time that he escaped. I was like, didn't you have any regret the last time? Do you really want to do the same and all? So I thought about that comparison, you know, but I didn't go so far with it, when in fact the fact that he escaped, the fact that everyone thought that he was dead and all, everything, you know, was a reminder in fact of the beginning of the season 1. The fact that he escaped from a situation without telling anyone, to be all alone, and that people were thinking that the Avatar was dead and were losing hope, and the fact that he was blaming himself for that, he was feeling responsible for that, he thought that it was a failure and all of that in fact was a parallel with this situation at the beginning of the season 1. That was interesting to have it right now, because we can see the difference. We can see that he grew up, and right there he's changing his mind, you know, he's going back because of Yue and Roku, who are, okay, two spirits, two dead spirits, but who are also friends for him, who are proving him that he's not alone, who are encouraging him to continue and all, to not give up. And at the end, he's coming back to his friends, to his family. This hug, you know, when they're all like that, hugging each other, it's really a family. They're a family when they're doing that. He has hair. I was so shocked at the beginning of the episode. I'm not sure. You know, I'm not sure that I like it. Maybe you need to brush them, I don't know. Right there, like that, not a fan of it. Or maybe I just need time to get used to it. But it's a good thing, because it's also showing that he's growing up, he's getting older. The fact that he changed his mind just right there, he came back to his friends, it's also proving that he's evolving, he's more mature. That's great also for his evolution, for the evolution of his character. That's great. That's a good way for the writers to show us that he changed. Katara, I didn't know that she was blaming his father, you know, because of the fact that she felt like he abandoned them, which can be understandable, you know, because she was young, she was just a kid, and she saw her father going away, letting her with their grandma, but you know, she was without her mother already, and her father left, so of course she felt abandoned. But I didn't expect it, you know, I was not suspecting it neither when they were talking about him and all, and Sokka. They were so excited to see him again that I didn't suspect that she was mad at him, that she was blaming him and all. It was a sweet moment, you know, when they talked to each other finally. Boh. This episode was a lot. And now this is my other neighbor who is listening music really loud. I'm really patient, you know, with my neighbors. I never said anyone, you know, that they were maybe not respectful for doing that during all of the day and every day, for listening their music too loud and all. I'm very patient, and I don't like conflict. Maybe it's even more that, you know, I don't like conflict. I don't like that people are mad at me, you know. I'm never mad at people for a long time, and when I'm mad, most of the time I'm not saying it, I'm mad but just inside of myself. But when I'm saying it, when I'm expressing it, 10 minutes later I'm like, can we make peace? Like, I don't like to be mad at people, and more important, I don't like people to be mad at me. So I don't want to be in conflict with any of them, but sometimes I'm really like, you're not respecting me. I'm trying my best to not hear my music too loud, I'm putting my earphones and all when I want to really have music really loud and all. I'm respecting the hours also for doing stuff and all. You? Not at all. You're not nice. I should stop this review. I'm gonna watch 2 more episodes today. So it's all for you for today and it's all for me for now. So bye for now. Bye. And maybe I'm not gonna need the pillow during the next episode. Let's have some hope for that. Please, together. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Rain